Virgo. I am Crystal with Hattis Hierophant, and I am your tarot reader. Thank you so much for joining me, my dear. Listen, I'm going to have a special announcement at the end on how you can get a complimentary reading from moi, so stick around. Otherwise, let's move on to your March 2020 general reading. The overall energy of your reading is the Seven of Cups. So the energy I get from that, Virgo, right away is all these different things that are going to be coming your way. And I see all these different things coming your way because of all the cards that I see here on the table. And of course, the energy that I'm getting. So the reason it's going to be so chaotic for you because things are going to start changing for you. And you kind of already knew it in a roundabout kind of way. And this is what I mean. It's almost like people were coming up like, hey, Virgo, you are so good at A, B, and C. Have you ever thought about doing that? Hey, Virgo, you can do A really good. Have you ever thought about doing that? And you kept hearing it from people, but you never really thought about it seriously until one day someone came up and said, Virgo, I'm ready for you to do A, B, and C. And you're like, what? And it started all these different things in motion for you, or it's going to start all these different things in motion for you to where it's going to feel a little bit chaotic, right? So let's talk it out, Virgo. So first we're going to go into your moon energy. And your moon energy is where our emotions are, or where spirit is actually working on our behalf behind the spiritual curtain. The first card I get is the Hanged Man, the Page of Swords, and the Queen of Pentacles. So the first energy I get from here, and I keep hearing in my ear is, why do you keep taking from me? Like, why do you keep taking from me? And I feel like with that Page of Swords energy it's almost like you don't know where to hide your stuff because you feel like that this Queen of Pentacles energy, it doesn't mean that it's a woman, this Queen of Pentacles energy is like somehow siphoning certain things from you. But to you, you're like, why do you keep taking it? Like, why don't you come and ask me? Right? And this Hangman energy is giving me that feeling like you don't know, you feel like you can't do anything about it, right? So perhaps this is a significant other type of energy, or even like a parental type energy, or maybe someone of authority type energy, because it doesn't necessarily have to be money that they're taking, right? It could be something else that they're taking, right? Like, a place where you work, they keep taking your ideas, and it's like, why do you keep doing that? Like, that's how I feel. And I feel like that you are in the position, or you feel like you're in a position to where you can't say too much about it. Okay. All right, so let's go over to your sun energy. We're going to expand on that, so don't you worry. Okay, the first card we got is the Sun card in your sun energy, Virgo. What? And the King of Wands along with the Eight of Swords. So I normally don't get this with the Sun card, but some of us, are we going to be with child? I feel like some of us are going to, yeah, I do. I feel like some of us are going to have a baby, or we're getting into a relationship where we're going to have bonus children because our significant other already has children, or perhaps an adoption or something like that, to where you're in a position to where now you're able to adopt your significant other's children. But I do see children involved, or that desire to want to start a family or want to have children. That is definitely in there. But Virgo, I have to say, I love this energy. It's the most beautiful card in the deck. You're going to hear me say that quite often because it is my absolute favorite. I feel the actual sun rays coming off of here. And as a matter of fact, some of us are in areas, maybe we work in an area, maybe we go to school in an area that's cold majority of the time, and you're from a warm area. So maybe you have to work on the East Coast, and you're from the West Coast, which is typically a bit warmer. Or maybe you're working in Colorado or going to school somewhere to where it is, or Michigan, to where the weather typically is cold around this time of year. depending on when you're watching this. And maybe you're from the Caribbean. And the reason I say that is because I see you, Virgo, like laying in the sun or basking in the heat and the warmth of the rays actually touching your skin. So some of you are craving to go back home, or you will be home soon to where you can feel the sun on your back. Or perhaps some of us are going on a vacation to a sunny area. I definitely see that as well. Now, with this King of Wands energy, I get that some of us are feeling a little stuck, and I feel that in your moon energy too. We're feeling a little stuck in where we are. So perhaps we're stuck in something to where my family is from this particular area, and although I want to move, I want to get out of here, I want change, I want something different, but you keep telling yourself you can't do it because my family is here, right? I can't get out of this because I signed a contract and have to do this for another 3 years. So you feel stuck, you feel like you're in limbo, you feel like you have no choice but to continue to stay where you are. But you are so ready for movement. We're gonna expand on that too, Virgo. But right now, I want to talk about your immediate present. And I got the 5 of Wands, which is flanking your 7 of Cups, and the Knight of Cups. So with that 5 of Wands, are some of us like getting into some sort of competition? Maybe some sort of gaming competition, maybe some, really? I got horseback riding competition, fitness competition. There's something that you are going to be competing for. And you know how earlier we were talking about with your center card about Virgo, you being recognized for a particular talent. And people were telling you over and over again, you should do this, you should do this. Well, someone of importance is now about to give you that offer. You should do this. And you should consider doing it professionally. You should consider doing it as a competition. Like, you should consider doing it. And Virgo, I think you should do it, right? And I know it's going to scare you a little bit because this is you. This is you here, okay? This is you here, right? You habitually overthink. That's just who you are, right? You don't have to overthink this. You've already been getting messages and you've been told by spirit. It's no accident that people say, hey, you are great at A, B, and C. Have you ever considered doing it? Those were messages from spirit letting you know that this offer was coming. And it's going to feel like this, Virgo, right? It's going to feel like that. It's going to feel a little chaotic because you're going to have to sign this paperwork. You're going to have to go do this interview. You're going to have to go do this new thing that you're not used to doing. Because let's face it, A, B, and C, it's not zero. It's not nothing. It's movement. And it's a systematic movement that you weren't doing before. So it's a little uncomfortable, right? And just be aware in this new realm, this new opportunity, right, to look over everything, especially now during Mercury retrograde. Do not sign anything unless you reread it, or get someone to help you read it before you sign it, okay? So nothing flipped over, so we won't take any of those cards. I do want to expand on your moon energy. Let's talk about this Queen of Pentacles, who we feel is taking from us, right? Yeah, I just feel like they're taking a little pinch here, a little pinch there, right? And making it their own. Let's take a look. Okay. Yes. All right. Okay. So I expanded on that Hangman, and I got the 3 of Cups and the High Priestess. So first of all, this thing with this High Priestess, right? This is all about, I keep hearing like bearing fruit because I saw those pomegranates in that picture. So again, they should not be plucking from you. They should not be pinching from you, but I feel like it's not taking from you overall. So if you feel like they're plucking your money, I don't feel like it's taking from you overall. If you feel like they're plucking your ideas, it's not taking from you overall, because you're still prosperous, right? And people are going to celebrate that, Virgo. People are going to celebrate you. Don't worry so much about this person who's pinching a little bit, because you about to pinch off a whole chunk of something. Okay, this is also a great time to really pay attention to your intuition. A great time to be paying attention to your dreams. Pay attention to those strangers that say something. And I think Capricorn got this too. You earth signs are connected. You are brothers and sisters after all. Pay attention to those strangers that say these odd little things that make sense to what's actually going on in your life. And you're like, that's odd. Why would they even say that? It's a message from Spirit to you, so pay attention to it. So I expanded on that Queen of Pentacles and got the Queen of Cups along with the Page of Cups. Virgo, are we looking for love? And I want to get this card that fell on the ground because I felt like this was for us. And we have the Queen of Swords. We have a lot of court cards, so we're definitely going to be dealing with folks, with people, relationships, and that's obvious, right? Because this new offer that's coming, and we talked about this last month, Virgo, so you should be getting yourself prepared, right? So I hope you found yourself a nice barber, because it's inevitable. It's inevitable. You're going to be talking with all likes of people. Perhaps you're going to be talking to accountants and agents and how to market yourself and things like that, and getting an attorney. Like I see like this team of people that you are going to need. And this information is going to come sooner than later, right? So it's almost like that once we say yes to this offer, it's going to be like, okay, watch out for emails. We're going to need a signature here. When can you be here? When can you do this? This is what we're going to need you to start eating. This is how we're going to need you to start acting. This is, right? You're going to be like, acting? I'm sorry. I'm a Virgo. This is me. Right? That's where this comes in. It's going to be chaotic. Some of the things you're going to be like, okay, I'll do that. And some of the things you're going to be like, no, thank you. That's what I love about you, Virgo, too. You crack me up. Because when somebody's like, hey, Virgo, you are so nice and sweet. And you know what? I need you to do this. And you'll just be like, no, Virgo, I mean, really. I said no. They don't take you seriously. That your no means no. All right. So let's expand on your sun energy on this sun card. You know, I pulled out this moon card. This moon card fell out right by the sun card, right? So I want to expand on that. And it's so interesting because this moon card keeps coming out. And maybe because we're heading towards a full moon in Pisces towards the end of the month. And this is kind of like a not warning, but kind of like be aware of that energy, right? I'm gonna have the Queen of Wands with that moon energy. You know what? I cannot not ignore the fact that I have those sunflowers here in that sun card and the sunflower there with the Queen of Wands. Listen, Virgo, if we are not trying to conceive, if you are not trying to conceive, hold back until the next full moon is all I'm saying. Because it'll be a winner chicken dinner. If you are trying to conceive, this is a good month to do it, Virgo. If this is a time to where you want to do that proposal because of the love of your life and you're like, you're the one, you're it, now's the time. It's going to be a yes. Yep. All right, so let's do an expansion on this Eight of Swords. Virgo, you got love on the brain. I have the King of Cups and the Two of Cups. So I definitely see a partnership coming. Whether it is a partnership in business, it's a partnership in this competition that you are going to be encouraged to compete in, or a partnership in this new venture. Whatever the case is, it's going to be an offer for you. It's time to let go of this bandage. It's going to happen, right? That's what I feel like. I feel like that you're going to have to take off this bandage and these swords of doubt that you have. And it's not doubt. It's more of overthinking for you, Virgo. We're going to have to not overthink everything. I'm not saying be foolish and not double check and triple check. I'm just saying we don't have to overthink it until it's dead. Ooh, ooh. And then I expanded on that King of Wands and we got the Magician card. Wow. Gosh, I love this energy. Like it's the Magician card is you taking control, right? You creating the magic in your life. No one else, you. Take advantage of every resource you have. Create your team and take advantage of the resources you have. And in the end, just so you know, Virgo, you're in charge. You say what happens. They're not in charge of you. Be very clear about that. All right, so let's go to your immediate present. Yep, it's official. It's official, baby. It is a official. All right, so I expanded on that five of wands. And we got the Hierophant. And we have the Fool card, right? So the thing with the Fool card, I mean, it's big. It's the beginning and the end, right? It can be the beginning of something new or the end of something that is just a cycle is finished. Nonetheless, it's one of you going into and you are not 100% versed in it. So you're like a baby in that situation, in that industry, in that competition, in that relationship, in this new venture of family and child. It's one where you each step you take, you enjoy and you relish in. And with that Hierophant right there, that lets me know that this is official. This is going to be a serious part of the next phase in your life. Okay? So remember how I said that we need to double check and triple check all these offers, right? Because someone here is not being 100% honest. So whatever competition that we're going into, or a new venture, new relationship, just double check, triple check, vet, do all that stuff. Okay? Because we do have the Four of Wands. Okay, so we are going towards stability, relationship. That is a relationship card. It is a marriage card. It is a celebration card. And what I like most about it, it is stability. So if you've been feeling like things have not been stable for you lately, Virgo, things are looking up. But just let's do our due diligence, because that Fool card also gives us a warning too, is to not be too foolish. Let's not step off the cliff because we are out here living our best lives, right? You can still do that, but still ask questions, but not in a overthinking kind of way. In a okay, now I understand kind of way. And now you have the capability of making an educated decision. Wow, I love all these beautiful cards and all this beautiful energy. All right, so now we're going to expand on your Seven of Cups, baby. So pretty. So pretty. Oh, goodness. I just got like this wave of just like relief. Because you've been thinking so much, Virgo. Honey, you got the Ten of Pentacles. This is happy life, happy wife, happy husband, happy baby, happy child. I got money in the bank, cars coming in good. This next phase is about to take you, it's going to be legacy building. It's a legacy building stage that you are coming upon. Six of Wands. I'm so emotional right now for you. That Six of Wands is your everyday life being good, right? Your everyday, not just your future. Like we all want to hear that our future is going to be bright and beautiful and prosperous and loving and all that. But what about right now? I want to feel it right now. Well, Virgo, is starting to happen right now. And it's coming sooner than later. Listen, Virgo, I am so tickled for you. This is absolutely beautiful. I don't even know what to say. I'm even emotional for you. So bravo. Now on to the offer. Or I've just been so thrilled. You guys really came through for me last month. You encouraged me so much with your kind words. And Virgo, you're the one that came through the most. So thank you so much. And I want to gift a complimentary reading to one of you, and I want to choose one of you. And how I'm going to do that is that you have to have a subscription to Hattis Hierophant. So please subscribe and make some comments below, and you do that anyway. But the more you comment, the more I'm going to put you in my little bucket to be read for Virgos. And I'm doing this for each sign. So I'm very excited to do this and to give back to you. Again, thank you so much. I hope you enjoy this reading. If it resonates, subscribe, like it, share it, all that good stuff. And I absolutely adore you. Have a wonderful March.